What's happening, guys? Saf-T-Liner C2 here. First off, before I start anything, leave a question, something that you've always wanted to know. I've got something planned, so I need all of you guys to leave me a question. I need lots and lots and lots of questions. Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I am in slowly becoming one of my favorite maps, Mount Hammett. Right? No, what am I thinking? Mount Shell. I don't even know the name of the map. Mount Shell, and it's 1:20 in the morning, and I'm like, I really, really want to record something, and I get on ROR, and I'm like, well, what haven't I recorded? And I'm like, I know what I haven't recorded. The HDX, of course I haven't. So, I haven't been on this map in a while. I haven't made a video of the HDX in a while. Let's see how powerful this HDX really is. I mean, I've done a lot of, suspension and speed and drive, just general driving tests, but I still have yet to take it somewhere like here to really get a feel for how powerful this bus is gonna be. So, yeah, I do not know a release date or any updates or anything, so don't go bugging me about that. And yeah, so this is I got all the mirrors on. I'm so happy with this new computer. I've been able to do things that I haven't been able to do since I first installed ROR on the other one. So like mirrors are like, it's awesome. So let's go ahead and start it up. Some of you might notice D6 even though I'm in neutral. I'm in drive. I assume my parking brake isn't on. Yep. But you might notice D6. It is just a bug in the game. It has nothing to do with the bus itself. It's part of ROR, and that is being fixed in 0.4.6 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, check that out. It actually, look at that. I mean, Grayson puts an amazing amount of time into his models. And oh yeah, I have my wheel back. Some of you were like, oh, C2, where's the wheel, blah, 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 blah. And, well, let's just be honest, I was way too lazy to, transfer it from the old computer to the new computer. And I don't think I've formally told you guys, but my pedals don't work. I don't know, I just plugged them in one day and they decided not to work. So, I will have to use a keyboard, but I figured since I'm going to be on a more mountainous terrain, it'd probably be a good idea to bring out the steering wheel. And yeah, so boy, am I haven't done a video like this in a while. I got some stories for you guys, I haven't done something like this for a while. So, yeah, today has been a very, very, very interesting day. We got it there. Okay, so, I guess it's yesterday, but really, who cares? The 23rd was a very interesting day. Okay then, I assume that has something to do with okay. But anyway, I didn't really have anything planned. But one of my friends got his Eagle Scout today, so I was like, okay, well, there's a special celebration, and it's called a Court of Honor. I had one, and, all of my other friends had one, and it was now his turn to have one. So, I decided, you know what? He's been a good friend of mine. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to support him, and get some free food. Because, let's be honest, there was at least one person there for the free food. But, TBH, those cookies were pretty good, though. But anyway, this person, he had been a pretty good friend of mine, we had worked on a lot of things together, and yeah, I'm just trying to think. I mean, really, we did a lot of stuff together, but, ooh, gosh, can this get up here? But anyway, we proceeded with the ceremony. It was a fairly normal ceremony for the most part. All the adult, there's our master of ceremonies, and he's telling us about what Eagle Scout means, and all the other Eagle Scouts had to reaffirm our allegiance, and just the general stuff. And then there's always one part that me and my friends look forward to doing, and it's called the Eagle Scout Mentor. And what this is it's basically like a recognition of people who have been who significantly impacted this person's scouting career. So, for example, I had the person who he helped me through everything, all my paperwork, and he met with me the day before I was ineligible at a grocery store to get all my stuff signed off. I had him as one of them because he had really, really helped me out. So we always look forward to this, not just because, this person's better than the other person. Me and my friends like to play kind of a little game, and it's like, here's how it works. We the person speaking describes a person. They say, maybe a good paragraph about them, and then we're sitting in the back, and we're like, oh, could it be this person or this person? We just guess and see who it is. So he gets up there and he's like, okay, now it's time for my Eagle Scout mentors. Okay, this first person, he's been with me for a long time, and he's been a great adult leader, and I couldn't have done it without him. Oh, could it be this person or this person? Oh, yes, we were right on the first try. Yes, 1 for 1. Okay, next person. He actually said this part. I counted all my requirements. There are 90 requirements. 46 of them were signed off by him. That's over half of them. And we're just like, what? But, and he's like, this person has been, he's been a great scoutmaster and blah, 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 blah. And we're like, oh, it's got to be blah, blah, blah. And we're like, oh, yes, 2 for 2. Third person. This person has been a good friend of mine. He sat through all my rants, and we're like, wait, what? And he's like, this person has taught me a lot of leadership skills and blah, 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 blah. And this is kind of a unique award, and we're just like, what? I mean, well, who is this? And we're like, oh, wait a second, it's got to be that guy, There's this one guy who had perfectly described an adult leader, and we're like, oh, yeah, it's got to be that guy. And his name is Cameron. And we're like, wait, what? So, it's really weird because he called me up there. And I mean, it's not like, I shouldn't be called up there, but I just wasn't expecting it. And this is kind of one of those, it's not rare, but it's not a common award. So, it's cool to get that award. And I get up there and I shake his hand and I'm like, oh, this is, you just made a mistake. This is a bad choice. And of course the Master of Ceremonies has to repeat it to everyone what I said to him as a joke, because we're good friends. So, I go up to him after the ceremony and I'm like, well, Kyle, I mean, what? Me? Really? What? All of my friends are just like, wait, you got that? Why didn't I get that? I was a good friend too. And we're all of us are confused. I'm confused more than anyone. I'm just like, that's great. I made an impact. I mean, that's what I do this for. I like the feeling of being able to impact so many people, but I mean, like, it was weird. It was unexpected, Just kind of, it really caught me off guard. It really, really did. And then I have everyone coming up and congratulating me, and I'm just like, this isn't my ceremony. Just like I said, unexpected. So, like I said, it's not something that's very common, so I'm going to put that on. I already put it on my uniform, and I'm pretty happy about that. So, that really made my day. That really made me smile. Because, I mean, the other two people who went up there, they do a lot of stuff, and, I mean, they really deserve it, and I'm just like, not that I don't do a lot, I'm not trying to be cocky, but, I mean, I do a lot, but still. I guess it's just, I guess it's the fact that I just don't normally get recognized for it. I don't know, but whatever. But that's not what I had planned for today. Although it was going to be Scout stuff. Basically, if you guys have been with me for the past couple years, every June I staff this camp, and I love doing this. I go out there for a week, and I teach people skills. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I get to interact with all these kids and teach them stuff, and hopefully give them an experience they're not going to forget for a very long time, and hopefully keep them in Scouts, because that is my ultimate goal. And I mean, like, I mean, for the people who are in it, it changed my life. I mean, okay, whatever, I'm going crazy now. But anyway, we had our first meeting, our first staff meeting, Wednesday. So, you know, I'm so excited. I'm getting back into it. You know, it's 5 months away. Actually, it's 4 months away, pretty much. 4 months and a week, pretty much. You know, I'm getting all pumped up for it. I'm ready. And this meeting was supposed to last 2 hours, covering 4 topics. 4 topics being introductions, budgets, what we need to change, and something else, trainings we need to take. That's what it was. So we're talking about what we need to change from last year, and they're saying there are certain programs, and you have to understand that there are 2 parts of the key staff, is what we call ourselves. The key staff, you have the administration, and then you have the program. The program is made up of 6 people, the 5 different ranks of Cub Scouting, and then the director of that, and then the administration is, you know, just whatever else. So the nurses, the camp director, you know, this and that. So they're saying, okay, well, there were a lot of really good programs last year, and I hate to be cocky, but I mean, I got extremely good ratings on my program from last year. Like I said, I'm not trying to be cocky, but of course that's just how it comes off. But they basically said, you guys, you need to be able to complete these little badges and blah blah blah. You can't just go skipping around. So they basically, because I know everyone else didn't except for me, because here's the thing, I have the highest program. The highest program is like, it's hard to do, and especially this past year. This past year there were new requirements, so, you know, it really made it harder. And like I said, I have the highest rank is what I'm dealing with. And I've sat through, I mean, I've helped out with all these other programs, and I know what they do and blah blah blah. And they basically just said to my face, well, without saying to my face, Cameron, you need to redo your whole program because it pretty much sucked and blah blah blah. That's what they pretty much said without saying it. So, I mean, like, I'm cool with that, but, you know, it's just the fact that I don't want to. Let's take a look at the view up here. So I've been working on a new program. Oh, look at that. I've been working on a new program, and hopefully this year is going to be a lot cooler. We're going to incorporate survival skills. We're actually going to spend a whole day on survival skills, and what else are we doing? I don't even remember. But I spent that whole night creating a spreadsheet of what would be good and what wouldn't be, and, you know, this and that. So, yeah. And that's what I've been meaning to work on, because, I mean, I've got, the first day is pretty much completely done, and we have 4 days that we do. Let's change this. Ooh, that is... Yeah. How about right there? We have 4 days. We do Monday through Thursday. Let's go ahead and turn on some end lights because I can. I'm so happy I can do all this stuff now. But we do the 4 days, and I've pretty much got the first day complete, and I need to continue working on the rest of the days. So planning out what I'm going to go over, what requirements I'm covering, all the equipment that I need. All of this has to be planned out. And I'm trying to get this done within like a week or two, which is going to be pretty tough. But if I really like work on it, then I think I could. So anyway, let's go ahead and start heading back down. Look at the interior of this all lit up. That's nice. Huh. And is it just me? Okay. Check this out. Lights right here. You see the lights are on. Oh, crap. But you don't see them right there, but I assume whenever I put the turn signal on... Oh no, that doesn't even go either. But whenever I turn the wheel, it does. Okay, well that's interesting. Okay. Oops. So I'm trying to get all that done. And that's what's really going to keep me, busy in my free time. So, yeah, that'll be... Let's turn it off and turn it back on. Oh, no? Okay. Whatever. So that should be interesting, and I'm super hyped up for this. I'm so excited for it to be here, even though it's in June. So I had to take trainings, though. We have to take 4 different trainings. I've already taken 2 of them, and one of them is optional, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it. So we have to take 4 trainings. One of them is called youth protection training, and it's basically saying I'm not going to harass any kids. So I did that online, but you also have to have it in person. So I've taken the online portion back in November, I think, and now I've got to sit through a in-class thing, and it's literally the same exact thing. So I don't exactly know why they have that. Oh gosh. Ooh. And I guess my wheel saved me. So I don't exactly know why they make me do that, but whatever, I don't care. And then we had to take a weather training, basically what to do in all sorts of weather. And one of those is, where I needed to pay attention. So it made us go over what happens if a hurricane comes, or a tornado, or a hail, or a cold storm. And I'm like, during the summer, really? And it starts off with like a 6-question quiz, and the first question, it was so stupid. I mean, this training, anyone could have done it. It was that easy. And the first question on this little quiz was, what is NOAA? NOAA, or NOOA, or something like that. So it reads the question to you, and then it reads the answers. Answer A, a person who built an ark and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, really? This is lame. Number 2, the National Weather Service of something, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, that's a logical answer. And number C, what am I saying? And letter C, National Organization National Organization of Aardvarks Associated, or something like that. And I'm like, what? That's what the questions were on this quiz. And I'm just sitting here just like, this is so stupid. Come on. Really, we could be learning, actual stuff. But no, instead we have to sit through this kind of BS. But whatever. And then I took that one yesterday. Today, I got to take a fun one today. I got to take harassment prevention. Oh my gosh, boy, was that fun. No, I'm kidding. That was I was kind of hoping that it'd be the kind of lame, cheesy like the weather one. But I mean, I understand why it wasn't, because harassment is like more of a serious thing than, you know, knowing what to do if it rains or, you know, you see thunder. But you know, it was really boring. And then this fourth one is optional, but we have to have 50% of key staff have it. And I mean, I guess it'd be a good idea to get it anyway, even though I already know it. CPR certified, and I mean, like, yeah, I already know how to do CPR, because I'm an Eagle Scout and I can do anything. But I mean, like, it'd be a good idea just to get it. So I'm not sure if I'll do that, because, you know, these classes, they can cost, you know, $7,500. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see what else is going on. Ooh, the day this video goes up, which is hopefully going to be the 24th, I get the house to myself for the most part. My two younger brothers and my mom, they're going up to Dallas for the day to see some sort of Minecraft YouTuber. I don't know who he is or what he does. I don't know. I don't keep up with it. But they're going up to Dallas, and here's the thing. I mean, that's great if you want to go see a YouTuber. I mean, like, this person, I think I looked him up, and he has like 2.1 million, I think. I mean, that's great if you want to go see a YouTuber, but $75 for 30 seconds, a handshake, a hello, and a picture isn't worth it. And, you know, I'm trying to convince this to my brothers that, hey, I mean, like, $75 isn't worth it. And keep in mind, they're 11, and they're like, oh, no, we gotta go meet them. I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I wouldn't say that. You know, they're driving up to Dallas, and they're going up there, and they get to do, like, a little is $75 for a Q&A, and I'm like, you're spending $75 on a Q&A that you're not even gonna ask a question at, you know? Ooh, gosh. So, like, you know, I'm not completely against it, but hey, I got the house to myself, so who am I to complain? So they're leaving, like, at 6, and then I think they're gonna get back around, like, 11, so. And then my brother is out at a party. He's probably still up partying right now. It's 1:48 in the morning. And then I have to drop him off at a drive time. And yeah, so I think we're getting towards the bottom of this. I think this has only been a 20-minute video. I think I'm going to add another segment onto this. Test another bus. But I think otherwise I get the house to myself, so I'm definitely going to try and I'll probably record a couple videos, maybe one or two, just depending on what I feel like. And then I'm definitely, hopefully, going to be working on that scout stuff that, yeah, I have, you know, I really haven't been focusing, and I really need to get it done so I can send it in. But, you know, with, you know, I just, it'll be nice for everyone to just go away so I can just focus. That sounds kind of harsh. Let's see, what else? Ooh. For those of you music lovers like myself, Muse. I know some of y'all, most of y'all have probably heard of Muse, but, you know, I really loved them, and I really never got into their music. I really never had dove into any one specific band's music. I just really listened to what's on the radio, but Muse, you know, it's an excellent band. They've been called, like, the modern Queen. I mean, that's saying something. And I'd listened to their songs on the radio for a while, and it had been the same, 5 or 6 songs, but I found a playlist on YouTube with all of their songs, and I started getting into that, and oh my gosh, it is like I can't stop listening to it, because they are like musical geniuses. And I mean, like, some of their stuff, like Exogenesis is one of their songs. It's kind of like a little symphony, so it's got like the pianos and violins, but then it also incorporates rock into it. And I don't know how many of you guys are into rock. That's what I listen to. But oh my gosh, it's amazing what they have done. There's this other song that really shows off the lead singer's vocal talents. It's called what's it called? I Belong to You, and it's just, I mean, like, yeah, I know it doesn't sound like rock because it has a piano and the bass clarinet or whatever, but just even getting into it, it's so like, oh my gosh, like. And if you're just looking for something to listen to, I would highly recommend just going finding a Muse playlist, because they have some amazing songs. And I'm definitely diving into all these other bands that I listen to. Foo Fighters, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Shinedown. And I'm definitely getting into their songs now, and I'm so glad that I found that playlist. So, yeah. But yeah, so I've been like obsessing over that for like the past couple days, and TBH, I may or may not have made a Muse mixtape and put it in my truck. Just saying. No, but here's the thing, like I made 2 of them because they were like, I couldn't decide what songs I wanted to choose, and there's only so much time on a CD, so like I put them in, and I burn one CD, and then I burn the other CD. And then I get in my truck, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to listen to this song. It's on the second CD. So I check the second CD, and I'm like, oh, that was a good song. And then I'm like, oh, I want to listen to this song. It was on the other CD. And, of course, it gives me an error saying that it didn't burn properly. So I was out of luck. Okay, let's see, this has been maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes. It'll take me about another 10 minutes to get up the thing. So, let's go ahead and just... Let's see how powerful this is. Oh gosh. Whoa. Well, those clearly conflict. Okay then. Yeah, okay, well, let's go and let's just get up the mountain and see what happens from there. This is a very powerful bus. Extremely powerful. So I am not worried about this getting up there. There we go. Yeah. So, let's see, what other stuff do I have? Oh. So my brother, like I was saying earlier, he has a drive time tomorrow, and this is going to be his last drive time before he takes his license test, if I'm not mistaken. Either this time or the next time he goes in. I can't remember. But anyway, he's been looking for cars, and my dad keeps on promising him to buy one, that he's going to buy him one. And he's been looking at this, oh gosh, I can't remember what it is, but it's this 1990s little sports drag car that he wants to, look cool in. And, I keep on telling him, I'm like, you got to do functionality and reliability over looks. And he's like, oh, whatever. He's one of those people. So he starts getting into that. And our grandma talks to my mom. She says, hey, we have this car sitting up here, 1996 Buick Skylark. Go ahead and pause the video and look it up. Look at that. 1996 Buick Skylark. Like, what? I mean, we're looking at this, and we're like, oh, what a piece of junk. So, my brother's like, oh, yeah, they can send that to me, but I'm just going to trade it in and blah, 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 whatever. Turns out that she had said the wrong car. I don't know how you get the cars confused when it clearly says on the side, whatever. Turns out it's a 2003 Buick Park Avenue. Now go look at that. Now, the thing is, this Buick has all of the features, like every feature that you can imagine on it. Well, not imagine, but every feature available on it. And it has less than 40,000 miles, which is really good. And it was to my impression that he did not want this car either, because, oh, hey, I want to go look like a pimp, you know, whatever. And my mom actually called that Buick the Park Avenue. The Park Avenue. I hope I was saying the 2003 Park Avenue. But anyway, she called that the Pimp Mobile and not the other one that he was looking at. But anyway, he's, you know, I'm talking to him. I'm like, oh, hey, did you hear that you might actually be getting a 03 Park Avenue? And he's like, yeah, I'm actually kind of excited about this. And I'm like, but wait, what? And he's like, yeah, so here's how it's going to work. Here's how it's going down, Cam. I'm like, oh, this should be good. 188 FPS, jeez. Let's see if I can get 200. Best FPS, 3,485. Oh my gosh. But anyway, he's like, okay, so since that one has a little bit of damage and they're going to restore it or, you know, do whatever, they're going to fix it up, that's probably going to take a couple months. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get Dad to get me this other car that I really want. And that, I'm going to drive that until I get the other car. And I'm like, what? You're 2 cars? What? And he's like, yeah, I got this all planned out. Yeah, I'm going to get this car, and then I'm going to drive that around. And then whenever I get this other car, I'm going to start driving that. And I'm like, well, what are you going to do with the first car you got? He's like, oh, that's going to go in the garage, and I'm gonna fix it up. It's gonna be a project car. I'm like, are you crazy? I mean, yeah, he's in an auto tech class in school, but that doesn't make him a certified auto technician. I mean, like, sure, I mean, it's great if that's what you want to do. I mean, like, but you have no idea what you're doing. I mean, this can cost thousands and thousands of dollars. And he thinks that he's getting 2 cars. And that the Buick is going to be his little, you know, just, oh, I'm working on that, so we'll take this. And then this other car is going to be like his little, hey, look at how cool I am. But here's the thing. If you looked at my, you know, recent update video, and I did a brief room tour, you saw how much space there isn't. So I didn't mention in that video that this is like my little man cave in here. Not really man cave, but, you know, this is my little place in here. And that he has his place in the garage. So, you know, there's a couch out there, and there's an Xbox and a TV and all this and that. So that's where he hangs out, and this is where I hang out. But he thinks that he is going to, and keep in mind, the only thing he has in this room is his clothes and his bed. Everything else that he has, you know, with the exception of a couple things, is outside in that garage. And we have no space in here. Little to none. And he thinks that whenever he gets this project car, he's going to put a couch in here, and a TV, and an Xbox, and all, like, a whole dresser, and all this and that. And I'm just like, are you crazy? We already have no space as it is. You know, but sometimes I just wonder what goes through his head. If you have siblings, you ever just wonder that? I mean, like, whatever. So, that felt good to get all of that out, you know, because I haven't had a good story video. I guess that's what I'm going to call it, a story video? I don't know. But, you know, just sitting here and talking to you guys. You know. Do I have the lights on this thing? I don't think I do. I guess I don't anymore. Oh, wonderful. The lights don't even work. Let's go ahead and let's change the time. Let's get some early morning action here. And no. There we go. That looks good. Okay, back to the wheel. 6:05:59. OCD says it has to be 606 and not 605:59. Anyone else OCD like that? You know, I consider myself a little bit crazy sometimes whenever, like, OCD wise. I don't actually have OCD, but you know, it's just like certain things have to be certain ways. For example, whenever I'm in my truck and I want to turn up the radio, it has to be in intervals of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You know, it can't be 26 or 33 or whatever, or I will freak out. Like earlier, we were with my mom's boyfriend and we were riding in his car, and he had his car set on like 19, and I was like, I really want you to change that, but I'm not gonna, you know, sit here and complain because, you know, whatever. Because I'm just, it's like a 2-minute drive from what we were doing. We got snow cones tonight, even though it's like, you know, cold. Any of y'all gotten snow? I mean, I know some of y'all up north probably did. I mean, I would assume you did. But, you know. Yeah. I think we're pretty much done. I think this is one of the last turns up here. Yeah, because right up there. No, we still got some time. Let's see, what other stuff do I got? Let's see. I don't know if I ran out of stories. I mean, like, I'm sure I have something else, but I just can't think of anything. Let's see. Are we almost there? I don't even know at this point. Yeah, we are. Let's see. Video-wise, maybe if you've stuck around this far, let's see. In the future days, coming soon to a theater near you. Coming soon to a theater near you. ETS. I've got a couple ETS videos actually. World of Warships. Yeah. I think that's that. I don't think there's any other stuff that I ever and there probably isn't. I just can't remember it. Whatever. Let's see how fast I'm going. Okay, and here we go. We are right at the top. And we have made it. 2 buses proving to be very, very powerful. Let me know what bus you guys want to see next whenever I take it up here. If you have any sort of video ideas, don't forget, I have a video submission form. And if you have a Rigs of Rise video that you would like to be kind of more publicized, don't forget about the new Rigs of Rise community gaming channel. So, yeah. So, I just have to point out this kind of looks like the snow cone that I ate tonight. Like, these were the sprinkles and mine was a white snow cone. I don't know what the black would be, though. But, yeah, I think that is pretty much it. I better be going to bed anyway. It's 2:04 in the morning here. And the doors don't open. Oh, yes, I forgot. But anyway, so, like I said, I think that's pretty much it. I gotta get going to bed, or else I am not gonna wake up. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe right down here. It's a magical red button that says you are now subscribed to Saf-T-Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know where they put it down and where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or you'll get that black stuff in your snow cone. And make sure you also share this video with a friend, show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy on a random street. I don't care, don't get raped. My snow cone flavor was birthday cake, if anyone was wondering. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it.